stations, ZiFM Stereo. Welcome to Hustle and Flow. And today we are obviously particularly focusing on entrepreneurship, which is the core business, the reason why we come here on Hustle and Flow and talk about business, talk about advancements, innovations, the world of AI, the world of technology, and the world of business. And joining me on the show today is a CEO of Bakoena Technologies. His name is Blessing Mokoena. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Blessing, welcome to ZiFM Stereo, man.
Thanks so much for having me, Tatenda. It's a pleasure.
It's an honor to have you here, man. You've been pushing, you've been making waves out there. I saw a reel on Instagram, which is the reason why we're here. The one that you were talking about, how you started your business, how your business is going, and where the direction you want your business to go. So without wasting so much time, because our time is only 15 minutes, I want to start your journey as an entrepreneur. I'm sure it didn't start the day you decided to quit your job, but I want to personally start from that day that you quit your job to pursue entrepreneurship and to expand your company and to grow as a business point. Tell me, what led you to say, hey, I'm out?
So interesting story, and this might come across as a little strange, but I don't think I ever actually wanted to be an entrepreneur. For me, it's always been about purpose over plans.
Purpose over plans.
Yeah, so it's all about knowing your purpose in life and then allowing whatever plan happens, whether that's God's plan or if you believe in, the universe or Allah, to take over. So as long as you know your purpose, and my purpose is to effectively help people.
Absolutely.
And at the core of people, what helps people survive are businesses. So my purpose is then driven into helping other businesses grow. The journey into being an entrepreneur really stemmed from sort of the deep need to help people in ways maybe that had expanded beyond the bandwidth of what I was previously doing. And so I needed to find a way to, and you'll see with the business, we'll talk about it.
Right.
We're in so many spaces. We're in, if we were spices, would be what, seven colors or whatever it's called. We're trying to just build an ecosystem with it. So the entrepreneurship drive really is just to try and build that ecosystem, to build up, sort of cover the gaps instead of complaining and saying stuff's not working, stuff's not great, stuff's poor. Why can't we, take up arms and actually, go out there and do it? If technology is poor, if apps are poor, well, why don't you go and build them? If stuff's not working, if there's a problem to solve, go out there and show the world that you can do it. So
yeah, so sometimes people say entrepreneurship is identifying a problem and trying to come up with a solution for it, and then making money out of it. Do you think that was probably the reason why there was a drive for you to then enter into a space where you were helping people and offering services to people?
Yeah, no, I'll be honest. Like money-wise, it still isn't really my main motivator. I think I've done quite a few things that I left a pretty comfortable job, to be honest with you.
I was about to say, man, I genuinely want us to hammer on, because it's not the first time I've heard a story of someone leaving their job. What the reason why you left your job? Was it because were you frustrated? Was it remuneration? Was it what was the reason?
No. We're doing great. The business I was in, we had accomplished quite a lot, and they're still doing very well up to now. I had a great job, I had a great team. Everything was fantastic. I was living a dream actually for many years. It's just the bandwidth, if when I'm talking about bandwidth, I'm talking about my capacity to do more.
Right.
All right. Like I wanted to help more people in more meaningful ways and more impactful ways, and I was kind of stuck in sort of like, let's call it a more narrow sort of output. So for me to get those ideas out, for me to get those projects out, for me to actually go out there and say, let me change people's lives, it needed for me to actually give it full dedication for probably the rest of my life.
Absolutely. And I guess for context purposes, the industry that you're in, the business that you're running right now, maybe in a nutshell, how can you describe the services that you're obviously giving the people?
In a nutshell, I would say we are a digital software business. That's the core of it, digital solutions. And so we also have products in different spaces. We've got a product in HR tech, a product in AI and SaaS, a product in...
Was it developed here?
Yeah, no, everything is in house. It's me and just looking for. I've got a band of misfits,
Of course.
mavericks, crazier than me. Some just as crazy or even worse because some of them also left their jobs to come with me.
To follow the vision.
Yeah, and so I've got highly talented. A lot of them Gen Z as well. Very talented kids. Some of them went to UP. Some of them local universities, NAST, use it, you name it.
Different
So,
developers, yeah.
Yeah, so it's developers, digital marketing, trainers. We've got all of these things, and we're building homegrown solutions in AI, in HR, in ERPs, in booking platforms. In fact, one of our leading platforms right now is ZimQuest, which is a booking platform, which we're going to very soon you'll see we're turning into something else, into
Right.
something very different. It's going to become Africa's first social gamified booking platform.
Okay. So you saw a need for something like that, and you're running with it.
Yeah, so effectively, if you look at the world of tourism, right, Zimbabwe's been on course to do a billion or billion plus, or maybe even 2 billion
Right.
in tourism for the last maybe 10 years. But for some reason, post-COVID, we haven't been able to recapture that magic.
Why do you think we haven't been able to recapture that magic? Is it because we were lost in COVID, transition from COVID into where we are now? Is it because maybe we don't have the right people at the right spaces to make these decisions to go that direction? What's the reason?
I mean, there's obviously multiple reasons, and in the world, you can't just say it's this reason because obviously there's just so many things. I do think there's a lot of good players. There's a lot of talented people that I've met myself over the last year plus. I think there's too many reasons to go for, but the reason that I chose is to just look at incentivizing the youth, right? To
Right.
say, all right, domestically, fine, maybe price is an issue, but what if we could give you a reason to just check out your own local art gallery or your own sort of restaurants? in your
What could
neighborhood?
be that reason?
So with our platform is we're actually incentivizing it because we're turning basically real life adventure into a game.
Right.
So it's basically a quest because ZimQuest is in the name. So the same way you play like an RPG,
Yes,
where you're
yes,
getting
yes,
like
yes,
points,
100%.
points.
So if I go to the art gallery, I get this
You get
point.
points.
If I go to Matopos,
you get
I
points,
get points.
and obviously there's more points for like bigger quests, smaller
Right.
quests have smaller points. Then you form parties with your friends. Maybe you got different friend groups. Maybe some are family groups, some are like your friends from high school, your friends from where you got different.
And there's more
groups.
points with
There's
more people.
More points with more people, and then those points you level up. There's 5 different levels. Each level maybe you get like discounts with partners at level 1, Wanderer. Then you go up to Champion, Pathfinder, and you become a legend basically. In
So
this
basically, what
quest.
you're saying is these points accumulate with the bigger the destination,
Yeah,
and the
or
more people that you
activities,
go with,
and the more activities
the more
you do
activities.
over time, over the months, over the years. And so we've actually partnered with Potras. They're actually funding us. We actually won a ideathon a few months ago, and they were
Congratulations,
really,
man.
Yeah, and they're all into the idea. ZTA, well, they're very excited about the idea, and hopefully once we finalize the moving pieces,
It launches.
It's just gonna right now it's live as a booking platform. But that's like our MVP to say like we're just proving the concept of like just travel, which is obviously proven already. You got Airbnb, you got all these players already.
Right.
But we're saying, well, let's give it a twist, right? Like let me actually get something for going out there. Let me have fun with my friends. Let me record a quest. Let me compare. Let's have like what level are you on in ZimQuest? Oh, I wonder. You're still playing. Look at us. We're in the legends. We're having fun. And so the idea of maybe igniting that little competitive spirit in people
100%.
can incentivize them to do more, even just in their local. Because if you look at even
There's a lot.
there's so much.
So many places to visit.
Especially in rural tourism, you've got even the hidden gems, and now it also becomes like a kind of thing to maybe the quests where places aren't. We can incentivize people to go to places that they normally
haven't
wouldn't go.
really. Yeah.
Maybe it gets even 1,000 points for like visiting some hidden place in Masvingo or some hidden place in Beitbridge, Kwanda. So we're just trying to sort of incentivize people to go to different places, try different things, but also awareness because there's invisibility for
100%.
the smaller players. Someone can't find them, and the social media is a pay to play all the time. But we're saying, well, let's open up Zimbabwe, and eventually we'll take this across Africa and maybe call it AfriQuest across. But it starts at home, right? So let's get Zimbabwe playing basically the biggest adventure game the country's ever seen, and hopefully that will be really fun.
I'm glad that you're incorporating tourism and tech and creative as well. But then my next question is, when is this live? When are you anticipating it to start kicking in, where I'm downloading an app and I'm registering and I'm going to my Topos, I'm getting my points. I'm going to Vic Falls and I'm getting more points. And I'm at the end. When is it? When is it live? No pressure though.
Yeah, no, I mean, to be honest, not entirely sure yet, because it is difficult. You know, sometimes you have an idea and you execute and you say, actually, this is really difficult.
Absolutely.
So it is difficult, and we are working like, day and night. We've got people, even consultants as well, outside helping us to just build the mechanisms. And also there's like, you have to also make sure that people aren't gaming the system. You have to be ready support wise if you're running on something this big. So I can't say for sure when the full thing comes out. But right now, go and check out ZimQuest on live and just book your Airbnb. Or if you've got an Airbnb, sign up as well, just to drive the initiative. And let's start going on there, and it should be fun. So hopefully, let's say beginning of next year.
Beginning of next year,
we should have, like, let's say Q1, Q2, 2026. It should really.
Absolutely. So one thing I've then noticed is, different countries like South Africa, they invest a lot of money, billions and billions of rands into their travel and tourism. They even, they incentivize people from other countries to come and experience South Africa.
Yeah.
Do you think that is probably something we need to look into as Zimbabwe, to say, okay, fine, let's have people from different parts of the world to come and experience Zimbabwe and be very intentional about what we curate around the visits.
That's very true. These days, UGC and referrals are the biggest thing towards driving actual sales. And as Zimbabwe, we do have, the imperative to actually market our country. It's so beautiful. I'm sure if you watched the Top Gear special.
Yes, they filmed it. It was beautiful.
They were so wax lyrical about Zimbabwe and how beautiful it was. Jeremy, he said I think it was a
amazing.
Where the road is.
Yeah.
So they were marketing our country better than
we have ever done it before. Yeah.
And so I think that's definitely something that I think not just is on ZTA, but it's also on our shoulders as Zimbabweans. Like, where's our PR? Yeah, where's your PR when you
100%.
post your country? It starts at home. It starts with me. It starts with you to actually, let's show people how beautiful our village is, our, where we come from, our families, what we do, where we go on holiday. Let's choose Zimbabwe and keep choosing it over and over. So it is on us to actually take that on. And not to be controversial, but look at, I think, the biggest creator in the tourism space, Marvelous. The African,
I had him on the show.
Yeah, you had him on the show.
I had him on the show.
He's doing such fantastic work.
Yeah,
right?
he was in Rwanda recently.
Rwanda, he's actually an ambassador for South Africa.
For South African tourism, yes.
Why isn't he an ambassador for Zimbabwe?
That's a very good question.
Why is he going next door, or why
That's
is next
a
door
very
fishing him?
good question.
He should be the flagship, for I mean, maybe they're choosing someone else, but in my opinion.
So sorry to interject. Maybe my last question is, why do you think he is not? Why do you think he's not the face of Zimbabwean tourism, but he's the face of South African tourism? I think it's amazing that he's doing that because he's so good at what he does. But do you think it was because they were late to jump to say, hey man, let's do this, or maybe there's something else?
No, I don't think so. And I hope, unfortunately, this is radio, so people are going to quote me on this.
Of
but
course.
I did see him, and I don't know him personally. But my wife, she knows him, sort of thing. So, but I've seen him so many times. I saw him walk into the ZTA offices. That must have been in 22 or 23, like years ago, well before.
Years ago, yeah.
Yeah, I saw him walking there. I don't know what he was going there to do, but I'm going to assume that
it was
definitely he
it was
knew
something
them.
to do with
they
that.
know each other. Maybe he was pitching. I don't know, but I have seen him walk into those offices, and he's not an ambassador for Zimbabwe. That's all I have to say about that.
But in closing, because I've had a conversation with him, he's working hard,
Fantastic.
and in him, of course, showing South African tourism is also doing that for us as well. I've seen a couple of videos of him going to different places in Zimbabwe still, even if he's showing South Africa. So Blessing, before you go, man, if there's an entrepreneur out there who's trying to just get into the flow, to hustle and flow, what would you say to them?
I'd say understand your why. Understand why you're doing this. What's the reason? Who's this for? Who is it really helping? Your purpose as a person, as an individual, will tie into the business. It will tie into what you have to achieve and what to do. And I think if you have a strong why, the stronger the why, the stronger the business. If your goal and your aim is to just feed yourself for tomorrow, then your business is going to feed you for tomorrow, and that's it. That's
the story.
But if your business is in it to actually make a big difference and solve a big problem for a lot of people, and you're passionate about it and you care about it and you deeply want to create a good product and you want people to experience a good product at the end of it, the sky's the limit for you. At least that's my opinion.
Blessing, thank you so much, man. Yes, your why has to be strong, and after the why is strong, everything else just starts rolling out. It's not going to be easy because you have a good why, but if you have a good why, there's a core, there's a foundation, and you can build from that. That's Hustle and Flow. That's it. That's all we have today for Hustle and Flow on ZiFM Stereo. Again, Blessing, thank you so much.
No, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Cheers, man.
Cheers, mate.